of Jamaica in what would have been his first fight, and then the unanimous decision against Shane Boniface of Seychelles.
And now, we got his opponent in the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, representing India, it's AKASH.
AKASH. Unanimous decision against Adam Avci of Turkey, then a split 4-1 against Daniel Krotter of Germany. Tall, rangy southpaw AKASH. Leads off with the right hook quite a lot. Slings that 1-2 down the middle. Indian national champion this year at 67 kg. What's helped Brown out as well with is again he's another beneficiary of these new weight divisions, of these increased weight divisions, because he's found himself behind Roniel Iglesias at 69 kilos for Cuba for a long time. But Iglesias went up to 71 in this competition, and Brown was able to compete at 67. So Brown of Cuba in the red. Iglesias going out in the preliminary round here, which was a massive shock. The Olympic champion head clash very early in the fight, went to the cards, and it went the other way. So that caused people's jaws to drop. It just shows that really anything can happen. Short left hand there from Brown. Left to the body there from AKASH. Sharp looking jab there from Brown, landing short most of the time. AKASH just on the prowl, looking for that long left to the body. Different kinds of styles here. Brown is, as I say, sharp would be the word that you would use to describe him. AKASH is a kind of looser fighter in terms of his style. He's got that fast twitch thing going on, Kevin Brown. Just on the borderline of range, always looks like he's poised and ready to strike. The kind of fighter who can kind of dictate the play without really doing anything at times in terms of punching anyway. Close the gap there and then through a rapid combination into the final minute of round one. Just told to keep his head up there, AKASH. Just standing on the outside there, and he's almost like a sprinter in his blocks there, Brown. At any second, he looks like he's going to spark into action. There goes the bell at the end of round one. Brown's superior hand speed there saw him land the majority of the scoring punches. Korea going the other way, but Guatemala, Canada, Kazakhstan and Ireland all going for Kevin Brown. did have some success in that first round, AKASH. He's got the ability to throw from the outside, although he does tend to stoop in when he lets that 1-2 go, and Brown is the kind of fighter who can make him pay for that. Won gold at the World Youth Championships in 2012, Kevin Brown, in Armenia and Yerevan. That was the first AIBA international tournament I went to. Interesting place, Yerevan. Do go if you get the chance. So into the start of the second round, AKASH of India in the blue, Kevin Brown of Cuba in the red. Brown taking that first round with 4 of the judges. AKASH is just trying to up the tempo a little bit here. He's got to move those feet a bit quicker. Brown was in the corner, found the route out pretty comfortably. The problem that AKASH has got, and it's a basic one, but a very difficult one to solve, an almost impossible one to solve really, is that Brown is that confident in his hand speed that he feels he can just stand, wait for AKASH to start punching, and then beat him to the punch. Good upper body movement there from Brown. Left to the body there from AKASH, and the feet just went under from Brown completely. It's quite dramatic actually, that fall, right on the ropes, just up to my left-hand side. Heading into the final minute of round 2, and AKASH has moved his feet quicker here. He has tried to cut off the ring more. Left hand down the middle there from AKASH, got through. It hasn't really yielded any greater result though, unfortunately for him. Very, very close with the uppercut there, Brown. AKASH came in with a left hand. He was a little bit off balance, came forward slightly with it. Brown with a little half step back and to his right. Left hand there from AKASH, just caught Brown a little bit unawares. Brief moment where he just switched off maybe. That hasn't happened often. Just holds out those gloves to the Cuban team, who are supporting as usual over my left shoulder. And he's won that round again. Clear 10-9s, so a 2-point gap with 4 of the judges going into the third and final round. Third and final round. Kevin Brown of Cuba in control of this one. AKASH of India again just looking to try and get forward and land that left hand, but as soon as he lets his own hands go, Brown does the same thing. That just triggers Brown, who's got much quicker hands. Good jab there from the Cuban. AKASH just trying to just plant those feet wide and stop Brown from finding a way out. Nice right hand to the body there from Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 364 in the ring, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer of the red corner.
Just touching with the jab there, Brown. Good head movement. Finds that right on the inside. Just caught by a lead right hand there from AKASH as he was mid-combination there, Brown, but he still won the exchange. Straight left hand got through there from AKASH. That was a decent shot from the Indian. Cut to the corner of the eye there of AKASH, right towards the end of the fight, here into the final minute. The referee will get that looked at. Well, there's a cut to both of them. There's a cut to both of them. Blood coming from the corner of the right eye there of Brown, and this puts a little bit of a blemish on things because he was going through to the next round comfortably. But now he's got a little bit of damage and he will be boxing again tomorrow. It doesn't look too bad. The position of it is good if there's ever such a thing, because the blood will run clear of the eye, and now AKASH will have to go over and have his looked out, and it's basically exactly the same. The cuts are on the corner of the right eye for both of them, presumably caused by the same incident. So a nod of approval from the doctor in both cases. 50 seconds remaining in round 3. And Brown should just stay away here for the remaining 50 seconds. Just keep it on the outside, not engage. He's won. He doesn't need to risk that cut getting any worse. Keep those gloves up. Just protect it. That's all he needs to do here and run the clock down. Because as I say, he's going to be boxing again tomorrow in his quarter-final, so it's not long. Final few seconds. AKASH has stuck to his task, but he's just found himself up against the better fighter here, and there really hasn't been much more that he could have done. And Brown will go through. And he'll be in with Lashigaruli in his quarter-final.
Declared by unanimous decision to the red corner, from Cuba, it's Kevin Brown.
So through he goes, and split scoring in that final round. A couple of judges going for AKASH, who, as I say, brought the work rate all the way through. I do think in that final round that might be an example of what I was talking about before. Subconsciously, not consciously, subconsciously judges going AKASH's way because he put a hell of a lot into that fight, but was losing it. I don't think he won that final round, but a couple of the judges, 3 of the judges in fact, went his way with it. But it's Brown who's through. Hopefully that damage with the cut isn't a problem. And we will see him again tomorrow.